We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, hello there. The prodigal son is back.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back to the WO Radio Show on WO Entertainment Network. I'm Richie, bad man of comedy. To my, hold on a minute. Right-hand side.
Yeah.
Because we're all messed up here.
Yeah.
On the right-hand side here, we got my my brother from another mother, Mr. Commander himself. He's had several eye surgeries, and that's good for him so he can see what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. And then I go out and I watch the eclipse. But I was prepared.
Well, you already had surgery.
Yeah, I already had surgery. So I'm good. I could really see it good. I really could. Yeah. We couldn't find any glasses, so I told the wife, she said, well, how are we going to watch the eclipse? We can't get glasses anywhere. And she ordered some, but they come 2 hours after the eclipse. So there you go. Thank you, Amazon. Okay, you're right on spot. So I said, I got this covered. So I go down in the basement and I get 2 welding helmets.
There you go.
Grade 12 lens in. I said, we're good for go.
Yeah.
So we washed them through welding helmets.
Yeah, well, you see a lot of people doing it. For some reason, it says we're live, but we're not putting out on any, nobody's on here for some reason. I don't know.
I wonder what's happening.
Well, Facebook, YouTube should be putting it out. Well, I don't know. If you're on here, comment so we can see you guys.
Yeah.
Do some things on here. We're going to go on with the show anyway, because that's what we do.
That's what we do anyway.
So anyway. Now,
love it or lump it. Okay.
You know how we do it on here? We're gonna have a rant, and we just opened the show talking about the eclipse. Okay. Well, can we, for the love of God, stop thinking everything's gloom and doom? It's all doomsday, and God's coming back, or the devil's taking over.
The rapture's going to take place.
You know.
All these theories.
Yes, those young people out there who's listening to us right now, this happens all the time.
Yeah,
twice a year, all over the world. This happens. This only a couple times can you see it from the United States like that, right? Because the angles. But listen, it happens all the time.
Yeah, the world's not going to come to an end. The sky's not going to fall. Don't worry about it.
No,
not going to be the little chicken running around yelling, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. Oh, no, not happening.
Nope, it's not going to happen. It's not. Jesus is not coming back. The devil's not taking over. So yeah.
Okay.
That being said,
if that was going to happen, we'd be in deep trouble because this was my third one total.
Yeah.
Eclipses. Yeah, and this one's only 90%. So if it's doom and gloom, what we're going to be wiped out by 90%. 10% of us will survive. Oh well, I didn't know. Anyway, rambling on. There you go.
Well, I see. We are working, I guess.
Okay.
It says buffering, but it did come up live. So probably live. Okay.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about some things. All right. Well, how about that? Dean's coming through. Dean, it's not showing you guys are watching. For some reason, we're having technical problems. Has one. Yeah. Oh, there you are, right there. Okay, you just popped up. All right, hey brother, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate it. I was finishing something. Hey, explain that to us, brother.
All is good.
Here we go. Now we're getting some people in there. Okay. Well, thank you all for tuning in to us. Appreciate it so much. The what is it? Today is the last day for the what is it. I'll give you to half of the show to tell us what this is. We've had a lot of great guesses. And so we want you to tell us all. You all try to tell us what this is. We appreciate it. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where it's taken that, but anyway. Now, seems like I've seen something like that before, but it just, you know what I'm saying? It looks familiar.
I will give you a hint. Okay. If you have ever been in college, in a college setting, where you sit up in the bleachers and everything, this has to do with that very thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let that kind of guide you.
Guide you.
That's the word, guide you.
Okay.
Yeah. Guide you. Yeah. I'm still trying to get it. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to get this thing
Oh, we got people coming on here.
All right.
Yes.
All right. All right. Okay. So now I will tell you all what that is in a little while. Okay. It's going to be Carl. Thanks. Shout out to Carl Lewis. My wife, she's watching. Thank you very much. Hope the grandkids are being hate themselves. You know, we're a boot and ass family.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
There you go. The boot in the butt. There you go.
We don't believe beating and abusing at all.
No.
We won't put up with it. Well, you know, good old Swift kicking the booty.
That's why that extra padding was put back there.
That's right.
You know,
It wasn't just to sit on it.
I always loved it when the kids were little and you swat them when they were wearing their diapers. They got to where they didn't pay attention. Then one time when the diapers are off, whoa, the look on their face is total shock. Yeah.
Dean said it's a fart deodorizer. So when you stand up, fart, you kill people sitting behind you. No, that's a good guess.
Yeah.
No. It's so simple. You're going to be, you're just going to be like, what?
Then
So-
you're going to say, I knew that. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Once it's been said.
This has been said. More's been said. Who the hell cares?
Okay.
All right, guys. Today we're going to talk about accountability.
Accountability.
And it's
Boy, that's a good one.
what it is. And if you're relying on the United States government for accountability, you know, rules for me, not of thee, rules of thee, not of me, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
You know, that's pretty close. So,
Do as I say, not as I do.
well,
Yeah.
okay. So, accountability. And we want to play a video for you guys. Okay. And I want you guys to listen very closely to what these two gentlemen are trying to say. And they're right and they're wrong. And we're going to talk about this as soon as they're done. Give this a listen.
Why do you say that child support is fraud?
Child support is fraud because they don't follow their own procedures. There's something called the separation of powers. And this is not my opinion. This is fact. There's a Supreme Court case law called Holmberg versus Holmberg, where child support services was found guilty of violating the separation of powers. What is the separation of powers? There's three branches of government: judicial, legislative, and executive branch. If you participate in one branch of government, you cannot participate in the other branch of government. But somehow child support was able to create their own family codes. That's legislative. They enforce their own child support orders and modify them. That falls under the executive branch. And they find you guilty or have a hearing in their own child support administrative hearings, which is they're participating in the judicial branch, even though they are administrative. And that they have been found guilty of violating the separations of powers. And when they said it's also unconstitutional. So anything that conflicts with the United States Constitution, any state statute or any state constitution that conflicts with the United States Constitution is null and void, because the United States Constitution and Supreme Court case law is the supreme law of the land.
Okay, let's dive in this a second. Yes and no. Because the states have a constitution. And they like to enforce their own constitution. That's why Texas is winning all those lawsuits. You know, Texas winning those lawsuits because they have a right to govern their own state. They have a right to do things, and that's the rights they have. We say accountability because let's say you pay child. Let's talk about the child support thing for a second, okay? First of all, I think you should pay your child support.
Right. Well, yeah, that's just the right thing to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But child support, like he said, they make the laws. They do make their own laws, and then they enforce them because they got a child support prosecutor. And I'm just talking about state of Missouri. Y'all might have something different where you live at. If you do comment, let us know. But we're here, and child support, first of all, is a crooked and it's a broken system. Okay, I mean they charge single people $500, $600, $700 a month child support. Okay, males. The females make more money, same job or more money. They charge them less money. We covered that last year here on the W radio show too. Less money for child support per month, and then that's not right either.
Right.
But you heard it. What do you think about it? What the boys just said?
You know, you've got your legislative, your executive, and your judicial. You got those three forms of our government in place for checks and balances. One can't function without the other. That keeps any form of our government from having too much power.
Right.
That's why that was instilled. to keep the government from having too much power over the laws, how the laws are made, interpreted, how they're enforced, and then the Supreme Court has the final say so and all that to make sure that it's being done the right way. And so, and if something's being violated, then they step in and said, you can't do that. So it gets all kicked all the way back up. The thing with this child support thing is, and I've never had to pay child support, but I've known a lot of people that have. Now, my ex-wife was supposed to pay me child support because I had custody of the kids. You don't see that very often.
Nope.
But it does happen. There are single dads out there, the same as single moms. So, you know, the roles were reversed there. But she never paid a dime, and they never went after her to get any.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she didn't live that far away, but she had nothing to do with the kids. She didn't want to see them. Nothing. No maternal instincts whatsoever. No bonding. No nothing. So it was all better. And so I never really pushed the issue.
Right.
And so I just let it roll.
Well, see, that's a good point right there, because if they're not seeing the kids,
right,
don't pay child support. If
exactly.
you're going to see them, you need to pay for them. But if you got a mutual agreement, look, I don't want nothing to do with them, you take them and raise them.
Right.
Then that should be laid out.
I watched a thing on television today on the news. It was in divorce court. Okay. This lady and her husband had divorced. They had a son, 10 years old. The boy has been living with the dad. The mother has custody, but because of her catering business and everything, she didn't have the time. So for the last 3 years, their 10-year-old son has been living with the dad at home. He's been taking care of all the boy's needs, insurance, everything, you name it. He's the parent. He makes $40,000 a year. It came out in the trial. She was taking him back to court to get more child support out. And while he's got the son and is taking care of all his needs, he's still paying her child support. And she didn't even, and hasn't had the boy in her home for 3 years.
Yeah, see,
so now the judge is sitting here with this bewildered look on her face, trying to figure this out. And so she says, "Why are you here?" And the lady says, "Well, I need more child support so I can buy things for my son." And the judge just kind of looked like, "What?" And then she said, "How much do you make with your catering business?" "I make $400,000 a year." Yes, that 400 grand. And he's making what he makes, and he's taking care of the boy and supplying his insurance and school stuff and clothes and food and a roof over his head, paying her child support. And she hasn't had. That judge went ballistic on that woman. and turned it around and put child support. She's paying him child support now.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be.
That judge just about went crazy. So yeah, it's not a fair system. So here's this guy paying child support on a son that he has full custody of, and the mother doesn't at all. And maybe sees him for a couple hours each month, she said in court. So that judge ripped her a good one, and rightly so. So, but those cases very seldom ever come out like that. It's usually the dad that's on the short end of the stick.
Yeah. The numbers have risen in the past 15 years.
Yeah.
By women starting paying more child support than men. Okay. But it's still not the same. Carl, just give me a second. I'll send you a link. You can come on here. You can talk about that story. I think you talked about this story before. And so we'll get you on here, and then I'll send a link to you here, and you can come on here. Okay.
But the child support division has come in where they are trying to, I think they're trying to bypass all three forms of branch where they have all the power to set and do everything.
Right.
Which if that's what they're doing, that does go against the Constitution, because you can't do that.
Right. And once you're in the system, and I told both my sons and both my daughters, don't get in the system, because you can't get out of it.
Oh, once they get their claws in, you can't hardly get them out.
This is an outfit, okay, who can find you, I mean, you wanted to catch Saddam Hussein and them guys, right? You didn't. All you had to do is call child support.
Yeah.
They hadn't even found in 15 minutes.
Oh, sure.
On the news, they'd had a Social Security number, already had child support set up for you, even though they wasn't needing it, right? These guys can find you, but they can't get rid of you. Case in point. I got a little bit behind on my child support, but I wasn't behind. I just thought maybe like a month behind or something.
Yeah.
Great, Carl. Anyway, I was just a little bit behind, and I started paying. Okay. On my 21st birthday, I made my last payment. Full nothing, right? They sent me a bill next month. Said I owed them $400. It was going to garnish my wages. No, you're not. I called them. Again. That was February. I said last year. I called them in March. I called them in April. I called them in May. I called them in June. And by June, I was no longer a nice guy.
Right.
Okay. I told the lady, she goes, well, you know how hard it is. I said, no, man, just turn your ass around and say, hey, he don't own nothing else. You're in the same damn building here, okay?
Uh-huh.
It was October before they stopped sending me, these and that. I had to finally go talk to child support prosecuting attorney. Yeah. I said, what's up? She goes, you don't own nothing.
Well, shit. Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
She goes, well, just be patient with them. It's hard. One does a paper. No. They can spin the frick around in the chair. So anyway, she cleared it up, but it was a whole debacle about getting.
I did get myself in a bind. I did not have to pay child support. I had full custody of both kids. Okay. I went to the mailbox after getting home from work, got my mail out.
Right.
I had a letter from the Child Enforcement Agency out of Buchanan County,
right,
that told me that I was 4 years in the rear on child support, and I had X number of thousands of dollars to get to them with interest and penalties, or I was going to go to jail. So I get on the phone and call, and this lady wouldn't even hardly let me talk. Finally, I said, you don't understand. I have custody. She doesn't. Well, that's not, we've got the court records here, and it is showing us from your ex-wife that she's got custody. I said, I have the certified copies from the courthouse. Yeah. I am going to send them to you.
Right.
Not the originals, but I'm going to send you copies, and you can double check through the courthouse. And you're going to find out that she owes me child support, and she hasn't paid a penny in all these years.
Right.
And what had happened is she went and applied for food stamp assistance at that time, and she filed for Medicaid cards on them and all that. Well, the minute she filed for all this assistance, they immediately were going to come after me because I got to reimburse the state for what they're giving her to take care of the kids.
Right.
And this is, I'm talking almost 35 years ago.
Right. Well,
so
it ain't improved any.
Yeah, no, I don't think it doesn't sound like it's improved any at all.
No,
but I had a heck of a time getting her claws out of me. It took almost 9 weeks before I finally got a letter from them and said, we apologize. We've gotten this taken care of.
Finally. I'm going to bring on a man, guys.
Hey, there he is.
First of all, I met this man 8 years ago, I think it was. He's part of BV Nation, the group of carriers on here, our good buddies out there. I went out to Oregon out there. I got to hang out with him, finally meet him face to face when I went to Oregon a couple years back. And he's real good. He's a real good friend of ours, and he loves the show, and he watches Roy's and my show. Guys, give a welcome to Mr. Carl Loomis. He's been on there before. Carl, brother, thank you for coming on.
How you guys doing?
We're doing all right. How you doing?
Hey, listen, the floor is yours. The floor is
loving life, man. Just had 3 teeth pulled out the side of my mouth, so I'm a little on the sore side. But I wanted to.
I can empathize with you there, brother.
Oh, dude, it was these 2 here, and then 1 way in the back. So I'm a hurting unit. I'm taking a few days off of work. I've been stuck up in Seattle for the last month, and been crazy. But I wanted to share a story with you guys about this because this happened to me not once but twice.
Okay.
When I was 19 years old, I got married, went in and tried to do my due diligence and tried to do my better half. I came home in R&R and I caught my then wife with my best friend. And about 14 years later, or about 9 years after that, we decided that, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and get divorced. It was civil. She only held it out that long so I wouldn't get penalized and all that other good stuff, which was great. And then she met her new husband, and he was a real piece of work. And when he was about 14 years of age, we'd finally landed a paternity test through the state, and come to find out that after 14 years, the child wasn't mine. They tried to land me with, I think, $48,000 in child support back debt. Even after the judgment was entered into the state system, but this was during the COVID crap. So the child support system didn't respond. And they ended up dismissing the case because it had reached its statute of limitations for filing. So we had to go through it again. At this time, I'm around $45,000 in child arrears, and he's 18. So now the child support system is not paying him anymore, and I'm just basically paying the state back at this point, right?
Right.
Finally got a letter in the mail probably about 3 or 4 months ago stating that they were sorry. This is all wrong. We should have listened to you in the beginning. And that one got dismissed. Now, another time that it had happened was she was about 8 years old. And here's the problem with this system. This is how effed up the Oregon system is. They'll throw you in jail for 6 months to wipe you out. They'll suspend your license for a year to wipe you out in child support. If you want child support, but yet you want to throw us men in jail or us women in jail, because it happens both ways now,
Right.
and you want to suspend our license, you're basically asking blood from a turnip. You ain't going to get that.
No, not at all.
And so what I found out, and this is how I got the case dropped with the last one after we had found out that she was not my child. What was it? We all also found out that the entire time that I was paying, she wasn't living with her mom in Hewitt, Iowa. She was living with her sister in Chinomas, Washington, and I was never informed of this. So when they found that out, they completely dismissed the whole case, went right out the window. And in the state of Oregon, you don't get your money back. You don't.
See,
You don't get your money back.
That's wrong there.
That's dead wrong. Especially
Yeah.
you're not even the child's father.
No, twice. Sorry, it's really bright out. My eyes are still a little hurting from that surgery.
I think I talked to Judge Judy.
Yeah. Judy, where are you?
Yeah. Wow.
But no, man, that's what they did to me. They rolled me up in a ball of spit and spit me right out, man. They were talking about throwing me in jail. They were talking about suspending my license, and I'm like, you guys can do all those things, but you'll never get any money out of me because I won't be able to work.
Yeah.
Right.
Got to drive for my job.
That doesn't make a lick of sense.
Doesn't
A guy gets behind on child support, or a woman gets behind on child support, and they're trying to get caught up. Then they throw them in jail when they're making an effort to get caught up. And now they're in jail. They can't work. So now you're getting zero. It's a little better to get something than nothing. Where's the logic in that?
Well,
It's not.
Well, when I was a prison guard over at Cameron, okay, I had this guy in there. I said, Buck, you ought to be happy to get out today. He goes, no, I ain't freaking happy. I said, what do you mean you're getting out today? He goes, nope, because as soon as I get outside the door, they're going to arrest me again for back child support that I didn't pay when I was in here.
Yeah.
I said, how many times? He said, this will be the third time. He said, I can't get nowhere because I can't get out because they keep wanting to arrest me when I got out. And I watched him. He walked out with his bag. Sure enough, there's a sheriff standing there.
Yeah.
Arrest him again and brought him right back. I'm thinking, you got to be shitting me.
Yeah.
And the crappy thing is that the states have all established this, and there's no going against it. Like, this is it. This is what was that? What was that thing that Roy was talking about last week? The statute law or whatever that's changeable. It's moldable to whatever the situation is.
Right.
The child support's kind of the same way.
Yeah, there's case law and there's charter. There's a charter of what you gotta do and stuff. And that's all crazy. And they're not held accountable because you can't get your money back up there. You can't.
Nope.
It takes an act of God to sue these people. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Here's a tip, guys. I know a lot of you guys. Your wife has an affair or something happened. Maybe you met her. When she was 2 months pregnant. Okay. You end up getting married. You think it's honorable to put your name on the birth certificate. Okay. 10, 12 years later, you get ready to get divorced. You're paying for that kid because your name is on the birth certificate. They won't do DNA.
No.
Which is crap. They ought to do it costs less money to do a DNA test, and it doesn't throw you in jail and feed you and all this crap, right?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and do, and most guys will go ahead, pay it. Most guys will say, I'll pay the $350. You leave me alone. Okay. But they don't. And that's wrong.
Yeah.
And that's where the accountability comes in. They can bend you over, but that's what they do. They just do that. And it's none of this is right. None of this is fair at all. And I'm not talking just to the men. Women, don't think we're dogging you because we're not.
No.
We know that women go do the same thing.
It's a two-way street.
Yeah, I've got a really good friend of mine right now that's going through the same crap that I went through. They're going through the exact same thing that I went through right now. And she has actually just got out of jail because of the fact that she did not pay her child support. But then again, the state never notarized her of it either. They never told her, hey, you have to pay child support because your ex-husband has the kids full time. And up here in the state of Oregon, I think that I was paying almost $1,000 a month for one.
Wow.
For one,
Wow.
because their calculator and everything is so expensive in this state. Houses are expensive. Food is expensive.
They were hitting me for $350 back when I was paying $350 a month, and that was pretty high. And I asked the judge.
Yeah.
He said, "What are you getting so mad about?" I said, "It never cost him $350 when we were both married, living together. I didn't spend $350 a month on him then."
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you got to remember, he's got a place to live. I said, "The house is in my damn name."
Yeah.
I said,
He's got a place to live.
So he's got a portion light bill. No, we don't. I pay the light bill. I pay the food bill. I pay
And
the water bill. He don't have none of that.
The crappy thing that used to go around too was that all these women, they buy their nails on my child support. They buy their steak and lobster dinner. They got their car payment on the child support, so on and so forth. Well, it's also happening that way now. Now that it has come out that it's not just the men that are getting screwed over. Women are right there in the same boat as some of those men that don't,
They are.
you know?
Yes, they are.
Yes. Ever since there's always been a system, people have always cheated it. And when I was growing up, I knew this family who got welfare. Okay. Didn't need it, could work, neither here nor there, but they got welfare. Every time I walked by their house, they had a better house than what we were living in. They drove better cars than what we were living in.
Yeah.
Okay, because these give out cash. I don't know if you remember. You might remember.
Oh, yeah.
These give a food stamp, and they gave you.
It used to be a book that looked like regular money. It looked like Monopoly money.
Right.
You know.
And then they used to have a program where they get a little cash to help with the
Yeah.
expenses. Well, I don't know how much cash they were getting, but they had, like I said, new minivans out there, new Broncos, new things like that. I'm thinking, wow. Oh no, we're poor. Shut your pie hole.
Oh,
Shut your pie hole. You're not either.
Yeah,
So
no.
they always they always do that, and there's no accountability. Now, let's go a little bit in politics. Now, we don't do a whole lot of politics on here. We're going to do a little bit. Okay,
just a smidge.
just a smidge.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those documents that both presidents had in their possession.
Right.
Okay, Trump, they got a warrant, basically kicked his door in. Okay, president now. Okay, it took all these documents, right? Then they found some documents in a garage near a Corvette, and this president's garage, which he got when he was vice president and senator. Can't have them. Stop right there. The law says he's not even supposed to have that stuff. Period. In the story. He can't declassify nothing. He can't have nothing. But here we go. They let that go. Trump, they got all these charges against him because he's allowed to have them. They're pissed off because he's got them. And of course, he'd probably be in Trump, not giving them back either. I don't doubt that. But he's got the law on his side. But they're not. Both these guys are now. One of them got away with it because he's old and he poops his pants, and another one, he's got a lot of
Pants.
because he poops his pants. So where's the accountability? If they could do that to him or them two, they could sure to hell screw you around. And child support is good indication.
Oh man.
Here's the thing with Trump. When he got out of office, all of those documents were declassified by the FBI and the CIA, and they said you're allowed to have these. You can take them with you. These you cannot.
Mm-hmm.
So they went through everything. So if there was something that Trump couldn't have, then that means the FBI or the CIA didn't do their job right.
And another fact, he can have them. He can declassify. The president is the only one that has the power to declassify.
Right.
So,
Right.
But anyway, so
There's accountability there too, because like the other one gets away with it and the other one catches charges. Where's the accountability in that?
Yeah.
I guess if Trump would poop his pants, he'd probably get away with it.
It's just like
$1,000
back with this child support thing, accountability. I mean,
Accountability, yeah.
Now, here's the thing about child support also. I don't know how it is out there in Oregon, but here in the state of Missouri, because they did this to me, okay? They said, well, you're behind because my ex-wife will call. Anyway, so you're behind. We're going to put you on felony child support. Okay. I had to give up my guns and all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Everything you had like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Here's the thing. I said, you're gonna make me a felon for the rest of my life? They said, oh, no. By the way, we've got to tell you, as soon as you become current, you're no longer a felon no more.
They don't. I'm not sure if they do that up here in Oregon. I really don't know what the new laws are this year, but that right there, that's messed up. That's messed up. That's really just.
It is. And so as soon as he turned 21, I was no longer a child support felon. Like, woohoo!
Okay.
I mean, I'd rather be a regular felon. Child support felon. I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. A child support felon.
That doesn't make any sense. Oh, they have felony charges for processing not to pay, is what I think is how it lands. But I mean, even that, what does that do? That stops you from getting a job. That stops you from being able to do like Lyft or Uber or whatever. I mean, that stops you from working. So therefore, the states just want you to sit and freaking rot. They want you because you weren't there in the very beginning and you've changed your ways or seen God or however you want to put it. They just want you to sit and rot because you're F up. You know, you can't make the payments, so therefore you're a screw up. And that's not fair because everybody can change and hold accountability for themselves. 100%.
Right. Exactly. And then on the other side of this coin, here we go. They preach to you should pay for these kids. These kids are very important. Very important. But you can molest them. We're not going to do anything. Kids. We're not going to do anything. They got nasty books in libraries and you're sniffing kids.
Oh, yeah.
So
and we can indoctor them. We can indoctor them and we can tell them that it's okay to have your sex changed and we can do all these other things. Yeah, there's no accountability there either. Because when it actually happens, they slap the pedo on the freaking hand and put him down the road.
I saw I saw a neat thing today on with a doctor, psychologist, and he had a 5-year-old sitting at a table, and he was sitting on the other side of the table, and he says, "I have right here $1,000," and he laid this money out there on the table, and then he's put a stack of Oreo cookies on the other side of the table, and he asked the boy. He said, "Which one would you like to have, the $1,000, or would you like to have the Oreo cookies?" Okay, had to ask him to, and the boy just looked and he says, "No." He says, "Really?" He said, "Do you want the $1,000 or do you want the cookies?" And the boy took the cookies. And the doctor's point was, their mentality is, I want the cookies. They can't make up their mind because if they could decide what sex they wanted to be or change, they would have taken the $1,000. Instead, the kid took the cookies.
You know, it's like we have an age when we drink, we have age when we buy firearms, we have age when we smoke.
Right.
Well, none of that counts anymore.
Well, they've even upped that here in Oregon now. It's 21 years old before you can buy a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, I'm telling you, that's wrong.
See, where's it? Do we make the government bigger so we can have federal rules take care of all this, or do we just leave everything up to the states? Because
we don't want the government's bigger because that's our problem now. The government's too big.
Well, but also
they're too big for their own good.
Absolutely, I agree. But the counter to that is these states ain't doing nothing. You get liberal states, you get liberal laws. You get conservative states, you get conservative laws. Democratic states, you get messed up shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't know where we go with this. And listen, is it getting worse? Yes. It ain't getting any better. I don't know. Things are getting better. Where?
Yeah. Where's it getting better?
You know, so I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know.
I know one thing. The same thing's going to happen now that happened back in the mid 80s. Is fixing to happen. The mid to late 80s when the bottom dropped out of everything and we went into a big recession. A lot of guys were stuck with spec homes that they couldn't sell. Subdivisions quit being built. The housing market is fixing to crash big time. I've been keeping up on that. And right now, about 12 to 15% of the labor force that builds new construction homes has been let go because they're not building now, and it's going to get worse. and we're going to be within probably the next 6 to 8 months. People that are wanting to sell their home, you won't be able to give them away.
And that's
Nope, I've been watching that too, and I've got some friends actually right now that have been trying to sell their home over and over and again, and it hasn't worked at all for them. They haven't been able to get what they're asking out of it at all,
Right.
which really sucks because
And they won't.
yeah.
That's
They
it.
won't.
It's not going to happen. And the thing is people who are renting, these people that are making payments on their rental properties and have renters in there, if they don't have a fixed interest rate and they've got one that fluctuates, their payments are going to go up if they have a fluctuating interest rate on that. And a lot of institutions, if you're buying for rentals, they're not going to give you a fixed. They're going to get it fluctuate, because if the interest rate goes up, they're going to make more money on them. Then that means they're going to have to raise the rent on their renters, and people can't afford to pay it. You're going to have a bunch of people living in the street. Then again, on top of what we got living in the street now.
Yep.
So,
and there will be more poverty. There will be more drug trafficking. Yep. There will be, and I think Portland and Washington have seen this influx already, and they've already went back to their decriminalizing heroin, they've recriminalized heroin, they've recriminalized fentanyl, they've recriminalized smack cocaine, they've recriminalized all the hard shit that they took away a while ago, because I think they see this influx coming, and there's just going to be tons of people on the streets.
Are they that damn dumb?
Yeah,
yes, they are.
They are.
I mean,
yes.
These are people you vote for because
we'll take it first.
But they're dumb.
We're turning into third world America.
I guarantee it'll be about third world. Guys, if you're watching this, hit that like button, the share button, give us some love, get everything out there, hit likes. See, we got.
We'll catch up with some of your comments here in a little bit while we.
I've been trying to work on. Dean said, and I posted a while ago, and I'll read it again. He said, "What kills me is mom shows up dressed to the nines. The kid is wearing Goodwill in her new car, and the dad is donating plasma to buy bologna so he can eat lunch at work."
I've seen that. I've seen that shit firsthand.
I've seen that the other way too.
What was the old song, Jerry Reed? She got the gold mine, I got the shaft.
I got the shaft.
yeah. I've seen that the other way. I've seen a woman paying child support, and the husband was driving, had a car that he restored and painted. Okay, had the money to do all that stuff. That's what he's using child support for. And the kids, they were, shopping at Goodwill and things, and he didn't have Goodwill stuff on. But guys, we appreciate Carl. We appreciate you coming on, brother. You can hang around a little bit if you want to. We're gonna do. Yeah,
actually, I'm gonna go take me a little pain med and probably pass out for a little while. So I appreciate you guys having me on. I'll share out the show for you guys, and much love for you, and we'll talk soon.
All right, man. Thanks for coming.
Heal up quick, brother. Heal up quick.
We should have had her on.
Yeah, the better 3/4.
Yeah,
that's right. But much love for you guys, and we'll talk soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys, that's Carl Loomis on there. He's part of BV Nation over there. Real good friends of our show and us and stuff, and they really helped us out through the years. All right. See, Dean says, that just happened to my brother for 18 years. Yeah, there's no accountability. And so to finish up this, what are we going to do about accountability? You're going to have to put people in there, but anymore, you say, well, people that vote them in. The thing is, the people that are voting sometimes are naive and delusional. Okay, you get them people voting. We got a whole idiot family of people that vote. Okay.
Yeah.
And is that the answer? I don't know. This country.
The whole thing is and
the new words they use, inclusive language and inequity and this new stuff they use is wellness checks. It's all stupid.
Yeah.
When
they quit teaching civics in school, when they quit teaching history in school and all that, then this is where the downfall started coming, that they've dumbed down our kids in the school so much that it's, I don't know. Right. I'll probably get a lot of negative feedbacks here on this, but I think they're putting more emphasis on things instead of on academics. I mean,
Right.
they've got to get back to the reading, writing, arithmetic type stuff.
Right.
You know, that's what's going to get them through this world. You know, not everybody can be a sports professional. You
No.
know, they're
No, that's right.
at the very, very few. And you know, so
Right.
come on, teach them to read and write. You know, fill out a
And
job
think,
application.
And
And
think
think
for
for
themselves.
yourselves.
Right. That's nothing. All right. Let's get a
Okay.
couple of these announcements real quick. Coming up, my hometown of Jamesport, Missouri. We're going back over there.
Mhm.
They requested us by popular demand.
There you
So
go.
May 11th, a doubleheader show at 6 p.m. You get the family-friendly comedy, good, funny comedy, just clean. Okay.
Yep.
Then we got at 8 p.m. we got the adult comedy going on. Okay. I got an old friend of mine coming. He's he great at MCing. All right. Just Snodgrass going to be our MC that night. He's got the voice that it just percolates through the speakers. Okay. So come on out there at 8 o'clock. And the adult show, and we're going to make you laugh. Richard Montano is extremely funny.
Oh, yeah,
you
he
know Richard.
is. Yeah.
But I got a surprise guest who's not on here because he wanted to come on after I hadn't made the flyer. That's Tai Fu Panda.
Oh,
Tai Fu's going to be there. He's going to be in a little town of Jamesport, Missouri. We're going to, this is going to be funny. If you're sensitive, you might not want to come to the 8 o'clock show.
Yeah.
You come to the 6 o'clock show. If you're sensitive, don't come to the 8 o'clock show. All right. Because, yeah. All right, we've been advertising this, and I think this is probably over with.
That's over with.
Never mind. It's over. Forget about the gun
Done.
show. It's over with.
Done.
I didn't get no report if it was a good show or not. I hope it was. Support those vendors. They do a lot of good things. Here it is, right here. The last time. I'm going to tell you this is what this is. You guys got a couple seconds to guess what this is. I will be giving you the answer here in just a second. We'll catch up on some of these comments. My dad used to say, history is supposed to shock you and piss you off so you learn from it. That's right.
That's right. Exactly.
Remember it and make sure it never happens again.
Yeah. You learn the history so you don't make the mistake again.
That's very wise.
Yeah,
That's very
exactly.
wise. Okay, guys. That's the what is it right there? Here is the answer. It is a light, and it's a light for taking notes and reading light for the room when the room's lights are down and you need to be reading and everything lights up. It's for colleges. When colleges are sitting there and they're
when the professors are
Yeah.
are instructing
Yeah.
and it's the lights are all out and
Mhm.
they've got the screen going down below, they can take notes. Okay.
yeah, so you can take notes.
We didn't have that when I went to college.
No. No, you didn't even have lights.
No, we didn't have lights. We
Pass
had
that
candles.
candle.
We had candles.
See, there it is. It's a light that it's
I'll tell you how long it's been since I went to college. Guess what I paid a credit hour when I went to college?
what's that?
I paid $17 a credit hour when I
Wow.
went to college.
Well,
Can you believe that? $17 a credit. So if I had a class that was 3 credits, that was 17 times 3.
well,
And that was it for the semester.
now the president has got a new way to erase student loan debt, even though the Supreme Court told him not to. Now he's got another way he wants to do it. This is a big debacle. If you do this, this could go one of two ways. Either people will stop teaching because they're not getting paid, lose money, and close down, or they'll keep raising their rates because they know the taxpayers will pay this stuff off for them. So they just raise rates on there. If you go to school, it costs you $500,000 to $1 million to go to college. Boom, because it's getting paid off.
I don't have anything wrong with going to college, but I will tell
Nope.
you right now,
Pay your
if you want to succeed in this world, you better take your little butt when you graduate from high school and go into a trade school, because I guarantee you're going to make triple, quadruple what somebody with a master's degree is going to.
It's looking
make.
that way. And listen, spend
Guarantee you.
go in the military and then use GI Bill to pay your college or whatever.
Yep.
And take off, guys.
That's how I did mine. GI Bill
That's right. That's right. And
paid me to go to school.
that's right. I have a trivia question later on about that very thing. The trivia question talks about Ohio, talks about things that happen with a veteran. When a commander went to college, they burned whale oil and wrote on walls and caves.
Yeah, that's right.
His cursive was hieroglyphics.
Yes. I got pictures of some of the paintings we did.
All right, here we go. We're going to get to our funny memes now. Now, if you're sensitive, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, but here we go.
Yeah, get over yourself.
Oh man, look at that! I can see him doing that.
I can too.
Because he's an entertainer.
Yeah, that looks. Yeah, he's got that.
That's just sick. That's not even right.
You own it.
Pee Wee Herman about to do a karate kick or something. I don't remember if I had this on last week or not, but I put it back in because it's funny. Step Brothers. Oh man.
Oh
man.
my God.
Oh, man. How many of y'all remember? How y'all remember that old Coming to America, right? And the guy showed up with the greasy hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Here, Soul Glow. Soul Glow is it? Here we go. Jerry Seinfeld is Soul Glow guy.
Oh my
just let that slick in right there.
Yeah.
Just let that.
Oh my goodness.
And I'll tell you something, he ain't far off from the character.
No, not really.
Darker than skin, they'd be there. This one's weird.
Yeah.
This one is just strange. Marilyn Manson looks like Nicolas Cage disguised as Marilyn Manson.
That's creepy.
Well, if that's what he wanted to do, he successfully did it. Because that looks,
Yes.
yeah, that's either the sister, Nicolas Cage's sister, or Marilyn Manson has lost his mind. Let's drink that in. Let's go ahead. Wow. Now, this next one, the bee. Oh no!
Oh, we're all gonna go
no.
to hell.
Oh, no. Guys, are you liking what you're seeing? Give us a heart, like, love, something. Okay, would you ride one of these if you had one?
Yes.
I would too. If they were rubber tires,
Oh man.
Oh man, we wouldn't spin. I'd ride it.
There's enough room to put a motor underneath that thing. We really go to town.
Or put a 55-gallon drum
under,
and take it on a lake.
Yeah. Be like one of the banana buggies from a long time ago.
Yeah. Look at the horn on this thing.
I know.
Get out of the way. Yes. Jesus Christ. Make the car in front of you wreck. That's cool.
It is. I don't care who you are. Yeah, I'd ride that.
Yeah. I mean, all right, this one here, guys, there's no humor to it. We're just going to tell you, this is going to get blowed up. On April 27th, we're having our 8th annual Redneck Pimp Club party. Okay, for all the members come out, and guys, we'll make members and I'll sell some hats and some shirts and stuff, and you guys come on out there. We're going to blow this up. I'm going to put 10 pounds of Tannerite, actually, because it makes everything great. I'm going to lift up this thing, and we're going to put Tannerite right in there above the trunk, above the gas tank, and done. Gone. And there's a boat right next to you. You can't ever see it. I cut the boat out of it. We might flip it over on top and do a twofer.
Do a 2-for-1.
2-for-1, yeah.
2-for-1.
So I'm gonna try to go live, but listen, where I live, I can get signal sometimes I can't. So I might just record it and then upload it later on.
There you go.
Upload later on. But let me see. We got my kids are a perfect example. Diesel mechanic, no school debt, but makes more than my wife's, who's a nurse. And
That's right. Yeah.
See,
there you go. Just saying.
Yeah, it used to be the other way around, man.
Yeah.
Mechanics didn't make squat. Or anybody, carpenters, anybody using their body, right, didn't hardly make nothing. But doctors and nurses and lawyers and all the people, well, lawyers still overpaid, in my opinion, but make a lot of money. Now it's a different way. Now, I got no problem with medical staff, the nursing and stuff. I just don't like paying $100 for an aspirin.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But hey, listen, you need nurses. Hell yes, he wants one. Dean will have one.
Yeah.
Can you imagine me and Dean have one right in the local fair? Oh man, they think we was on.
Drag that thing.
Okay, here we go. We got a couple. This first one, me and Commander, we watched this earlier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, straight and easy. Stop! Yeah! Back up! Ah! You're hanging off the edge. You gotta back up.
I can't take my foot off the gas. What I do?
Give it gas.
At the same time that I'm on the brake?
Yeah, and then as you're giving it gas, let off the brake.
I'm so scared.
Why'd you keep going?
I didn't mean to. I can't see anything. I don't know what to do. I'm so scared right now.
I don't have a jacket. You got to back up.
Have a jack.
Isn't it going to go forward?
In this
before
day and
it goes
age?
back?
Not if you're giving it gas while it's in reverse. Then let off the brake.
What happens if when I let
No,
off the
what really
brake
could
and
go
I
wrong
give
here?
gas backwards, I go back too fast. Will anything happen to
You're
the
going to
car?
go off the ramp.
And that's fine. Okay.
Ah, fucking no.
Number one, he's a jerk
He's an
because
idiot.
he's get your wife out of the car. You drive the thing up on the ramp, you moron. I saw.
The funny thing one of the funny things he said, I don't have a jack.
I don't have a jack.
How you not have a jack in this day and age? Everybody,
Everybody
even
got a jack.
a stupid little screw jack. Whoa.
Yeah.
Like what you said in
Deal.
pre-production,
Yeah.
why didn't you get blocks and blocks of wood?
Blocks of wood and put underneath the tire.
Because that's too
Yeah.
simple. That's too simple. If I was her, I'd have back. Never mind. Let's move on.
Shit, I don't even know. Like, I can't even tell you that. Like,
That ain't even right. That's not. I want you to drink this in one more time.
shit, I don't even know. Like, I can't even tell you that. Like,
First of all, it was a good backflip. He caught the kid.
Yeah.
That was a good catch.
Yeah, really was.
We're over trying to. He didn't think that far ahead. No, he didn't. No, that car guy, he's woo! Yeah. All right. Okay.
For the love of God, tell me I am not the only person that keeps up with their town's arrest page on Facebook. You know that page that posts the mug shots and their charges and stuff for everybody that you know in the town you live in? If you want to know what your community is like, check out that page. Not really the people that got arrested, but the comments on those posts. See, on ours, there's one guy that turned every one of them into a smash or pass. It's great. I look forward to those comments. But prime example, there was a girl that got arrested for DUI with her kids in the car. She was drunk off her ass driving her kids around. And there's always those people that say what everybody's thinking. And they're like, oh my God, you got your kids in the car while you're drunk driving, you piece of shit. And her friends and family are jumping on there like, you don't know her, you're judging people, blah, 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 you keep your mouth shut. Like, no, you're enabling. That is 100% grade A piece of shit behavior. You do not need kids. Then there's the women that get arrested, and if they look even a little bit decent, there's all her friends comment and say, slay, you look so good, your mugshot's so pretty. Y'all is some shitty friends. Tell her to get her shit together. She just got busted with 4 pounds of meth. Not to mention the creepy guys. It's like, I'm on my way with bail money. I can fix her. Boy, you can't fix your damn hair. Shut up. Then you got the dudes talking about, free my homie. He ain't done nothing. Free him. Your boy is awaiting trial for murder. What do you mean free my homie? Keep him in there. Your homie fucked up big time. Keep him. We don't want him. The drama on these pages. You'll have baby mamas, baby daddies, aunts of baby mamas, uncles of baby daddies. Just talking shit. Y'all best keep my family's name out your mouth. If you got something to say it to me. Bet. Y'all is all a bunch of dysfunctional, dope-dealing inbreds. Have a good day.
Now tell me there was some truth to that, huh?
Dang, dude, come back and tell us how you really feel.
You got an open invite anytime you want.
You just come right on down. You're the next contestant.
And the price will be right.
Yeah, that's right.
Guys, last Friday, I had a show. Richard Montana and I performed in Topeka, Kansas. Okay. First thing, I had to drive way out there. I don't do tolls. I don't know nothing about them. So that was quite the learning experience.
Yeah.
Tolls are taking and paying later. They rose the price. That used to be $2.50. Now it's $4 to travel down a freaking road. Okay. Got there. Every place is a pay for park, except if you're unloading or you're picking up 15-minute food pickup. Okay. Every place else you got to pay. Because I mean, we were a block over from the Capitol. The Capitol's beautiful Capitol.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous Capitol.
We went by 3 times. I should have shot some photos of it. I was hoping to see the governor, whatever her name is, the governor from Kansas come out. Whatever. Not really a fan of, but been great. Something to do. We found a place to park because we were unloading. So the guy said, "Whoa, if you're unloading merch, technically you can park in the unload loading zone."
No, there you go.
Yeah. Technically you're right. So we parked there. We got that done. Had a great show. Made them laugh. They want us back. That's a long drive for me to go over there.
Yeah, about 3-hour drive, 3.5, wasn't it?
2.5.
2.5.
If you stop for gas or lunch, your day's shot.
Yep.
Okay. But anyway, it was a good thing. So me and Richard rocked the house on that. They liked us.
Good
comments on us back.
All right.
So that's all fine. Now we did the memes. Survivor. Let's check these comments here. Another reason why I have 7 different Facebook accounts. Allegedly. Yeah. I don't. Dean's just he's on medication. Please don't bother. All right, let's get on with our on this day in history.
Okay.
And hit right there. Kabink.
Kerplunk.
And then take your butt back up here. Here we go. All right, guys. On this day in history, 1865, Robert E. Lee surrenders.
Yes, he did.
That's springtime, so it's warmer. Well, April 9th. 1866, Ulysses S. Grant arrested for speeding in his horse buggy. I've heard this before. I'm thinking, wait a minute. I've seen Amish go all out fast they can, and they still ain't speeding.
No, they're not.
The speed limit says 35, and I promise you that horse and buggy ain't doing 35. Grant.
Pull it over, buddy.
That person going, woo, over. He turned around, what, dude? I mean, what did he give him a ticket? He's going to buy him. Here's your ticket. Here, yeah, get out of here. Didn't have to stop the buggy.
What were they riding? The black and white Shetland pony?
The police must have had Mustangs or something.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Today's the day. We're going to be off the air. I can see it coming.
I can see it coming down.
1947. The Journey of Reconciliation, considered to be the first freedom ride set outside of D.C. Washington, D.C. All right. 1962. Rita Moreno becomes the first Hispanic woman to win an Oscar. Okay. 62. All right. 2003. Baghdad falls to U.S. forces. That's right.
All right.
There you go.
Teach you all.
And there you go. 2005. Prince Charles and Camelia Parker Boyles, they wed. What is this garbage here?
What is that? Get rid of it.
1959. NASA introduced America's first astronauts.
Yes.
So
yes. Do you know that when they put the Mercury into space and those astronauts first went up, the reason they were putting them up so quickly, they were taking the warhead off ICBM missiles and putting a capsule on there, and they were shooting into space on an ICBM rocket, and it was only about 40 foot tall. Now, those astronauts were brave dudes, I'm telling you. Just had to say that.
That's back when NASA had inbreeds working for them. 1969, Chicago 8 pled not guilty to federal conspiracy charges. Go back and look at that. That's interesting. Chicago 8. I don't know if they didn't do it, or somebody said they had the wrong people. I don't know. You go back and read it for yourself.
Yeah.
You figure. 1881, Billy the Kid convicted of murder. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But I don't think he's buried.
Anyway,
that's another conspiracy. We'll get there. 1859, Mark Twain receives steamboat pilot's license. He wrote a lot of books on it.
Yes, he did.
1939, Marian Anderson sings on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Okay, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
1984, man attempts to kill wife for money using car bomb. I'm not laughing at it.
It's just,
but it took 1984 for. I mean, I hope he got arrested and he's
for real.
What a moron! It said an attempt too. Didn't it? Attempts.
Yeah.
I mean, he failed.
He failed. You idiot.
What a dumbass. 1942, troops surrender in Bataan, Philippines, in largest ever U.S. surrender.
Yes, Bataan fell.
Bataan. 1940, Germany invades Norway and Denmark.
Mm-hmm.
Not just one, they went after two of them. And in 1945, anti-Nazi theologian Dietrich, Bonhoeffer?
Yes.
Is hanged.
Yes, war crimes.
Yes. And well, there you go, gentlemen.
On this day.
Yep. I get this off all my History Channel stuff. I get off the History Channel stuff.
We report, you decide.
That's right. If it has history as a name, it might have some truth
to it.
Go back over here. All right. Let me see here. Where we at? For 7 Facebook accounts. Yeah, right here. Hello, sorry I'm bothering you. I want to offer promotion. You know what you do to your promotion? No. Contact me later on. I shit you not. I know kids. I grew up they got speeding tickets on bicycles.
Yes. Yes.
Well, they're going down a hill with the wind at their back. They pull their jackets out using the sails. They called the town police. The gas. Oh man, Dean, that's where I might have you come on here, man, and tell us that story.
Oh God,
I can't take
that's too good.
Bicycle. That's like Amish won't fight out. That'd be an interesting race. Amish buggy and the bicycle. Amish shouldn't win because it's got more horsepower. But the real Rocket City rednecks. $10. He's from Ohio, probably. That guy probably was. Son of a.
Oh.
All right, guys. Now it's time for one of my favorite episodes on here, the missing persons. And today we have a special one today.
Yes, we do.
Today we've did so many of these over the last couple of years since I started them. We're looking for somebody. Well, this one here, guys, is reported she's found.
We found one.
This is a found one, and I figured I'd take a little break and tell you all about her. Her name is Stella Brannon Salter. Okay, you see her? Look at her little teeth. Look at that. So young, she ain't got teeth. There's a picture of her recovered. Here we go. She was born April 20th, 2016. Place of birth, it's either Metter or Meter. I think it's Metter. Metter, Georgia.
Yeah.
Hair blonde, eyes blue, height 4'3", weight 50 pounds. She's a female. Her race is white, and her nationality is American. The details: the Federal Bureau of Investigation Atlanta Field Office and the Lyons Police Department in Georgia are seeking the public's assistance in locating Stella. Stella was last seen March 29, 2024. So this just happened.
This year,
good. And Metter, Georgia. She might have been taken to Puerto Rico by her non-custodial mother.
That's how that went.
Go. If you have any information concerning this case, please call the FBI. Well, I don't have to give you all that no more because she's home. But man, look at that! Finally, we got one that just some good news.
Good news, yes.
Good news. Too bad it's a family issue. I wish they'd put some words down here to tell us what happened, how they found her, and all this stuff. Yeah. That'd be cool. But right there's all you need to see.
That's all we need. Recovered. That's it.
What a good story, man. I mean. Yeah, the non-custodial mother. Well,
okay. Yeah. Those things can get pretty hairy.
It's too bad. The kids are in the pond, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I love them more. You know, everybody loves them the same. You got to have that attitude because if not, you never get nowhere with them. Okay, so missing persons. Check that off. Dean commented here. He says, always good to see some of them get found. Yes, it is. It really is. It's an absolute joy. Unfortunately, we know a lot of them don't get found, and that's just bad. Yeah. We're waiting on JW to come on with us. He'll be on here in a little bit. We're going to do a trivia question now. All right, so everybody get ready. Everybody get ready. Get your trivia question ready. Here we go.
Get your Google fingers out.
Dean might be quick on this one.
Yeah.
This is worth 75 entries into mystery box because it's multiple. Okay?
Multiple.
Here we go. What was Taco Bell's first original name? What state did it come from? And it was the clues a veteran. What branch of service was he? Okay, here you go. What was Taco Bell's first name? What state did it come from? And what branch of service was he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're going to be surprised.
Surprise,
when you find out who invented, who come up with Taco Bell. Give you a hint. When he sold out, he made $30 million in 1984. Or no,
wow.
No, excuse me, 1970 something. He made $30 million after he sold.
After he sold.
Yep.
Wow.
Built it from scratch. Built all the damn. He one of his things he did was funny is he wanted to spread out. He wanted to get more of them, right? So he hired this idiot to run one. He said, "I want you to spend every penny you get in profits." I said, huh? So yeah, he said, "I don't care if you buy houses, boats, cars. I don't care what you buy. Just spend it. I want people to know that they own a Taco Bell franchise. They can be rich beyond imagine." So this guy was buying all kinds of cars and boats. The damn thing worked. The idea worked. Right.
Wow.
I'm thinking, whoa. I told Shelley, I said, "Anything we could?" No. Okay. I'm just trying.
So yeah, you'd live in a constant Taco Tuesday.
Oh man. Oh man.
That'd be like Groundhog Day. You'd be waking up every day,
And interesting fact, Arby's has nothing to do with. It was Rifle Brothers. R and B. Instead of R&B, it's Arby's.
Arby's.
Right?
Oh,
For the two guys invented it, they went under a couple different times, and come back. They fired him. The bank. When the bank took over, they sucked real bad.
Yeah.
So they hired two guys back again. They come in there, and then they made killings. Okay, Dean, you got Taco Tia. That is correct.
Yes.
The Marine is correct, but California is wrong.
Oh.
I figured Dean would get this because it came from. I'll give you a minute to figure it out. I won't tell you.
Yeah.
I won't tell you. Yes, a Marine, a white guy. You figured Taco Bell was invented by a black guy. No, his last name was Bell. Taco Bell. It was Taco Tia, but the guy he was a partner with was an idiot. Yeah, right here. Partner with, so it was Taco Tia. Well, he let that go and went under, built it from scratch. He said, "This time he's calling it Taco Bell because I invented it." That's what he said. And there you go. So yeah, Glenn Bell. That's right. He was a Marine. And he did everything. He worked. I mean, and he's also the first guy that figured out stay late. You get the evening meal money too. Oh. These are closing. He run off. He's like, check his watch. He goes, "Come here." And so they start staying later. And it's because of him.
Yeah.
The restaurants stayed open later. So yeah. All right. Dean, I'm going to give you 50 of it because the other one, it came from Youngstown, Ohio, where the first Taco Bell came from.
Yeah.
Youngstown, Ohio. Came from Ohio. That's the state. All right, Dean. I'm going to give you
50 points.
He's going to get the 50. Dean, I'm going to start him another sheet here just a second.
Yeah, I'm going to have
Flip
to.
it over. But,
he's smoking it this year.
Yeah, he is. But it only takes one to win.
That's it.
It takes one to win. I hope he wins it going out, but I hope everybody wins it.
Yeah.
I know who can't win it.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
Yeah. No, can't win it. And I know some things in there.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. But
there's some good stuff in that.
There is. All right. So we got the trivia out of the way. All right. We don't do a whole lot of politics, and we're not going to get deep diving. You can vote who you want to vote for. We're just going to say this. Get out and vote.
Yes.
During the presidential election, any of these local elections, mayor, I guess there's mayors coming on. I don't know, Missouri's going to have a new mayor. Somebody to vote for. Of course, I ain't seen a whole lot of mayor commercials. It was weird. But anyway, Get out, vote, guys. I know a lot of people don't want to vote because they say, well,
Yeah.
their vote don't count.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's one town I forgot where it was. Forgot what the race was that they were racing for to be elected to, but the winning party won by 1 vote. So yeah, it was a good example that your vote does count.
Yes,
because they
yes.
won by 1 vote.
Yeah, and they recounted it like they should.
Yeah.
That's what.
It
That's what
still
rules.
came out 1
So,
vote.
1 vote. So get out and vote.
Yes.
Okay. Help your neighbor get out and vote if they're demobilized or whatever,
Mhm.
and they didn't get a mail-in ballot. Help them get out and vote. Do that. That's your civic duty to help them vote.
It's your duty, obligation, and responsibility.
Prices have gone up
Yes. Woo.
and everything.
I don't even want to talk about prices going up. But we have to.
Yeah. Shoes have gone up. Pants have gone up. Shirts, clothes, gas. Gas is so high. Gas is higher than Willie Nelson.
Yeah,
It is, man.
It
Gas
is.
is so high. The Amish have opened a taxi service. You'll get there,
Yeah.
but I'm not kidding you. Don't be surprised if you see Yoder's Uber service signs around. Okay, Amish got Uber service now. What the? Come on, man. That's high. It doesn't need to be this damn high. And I don't hear you people tell me the president can't affect it, because the president can.
Affects everything.
His policies ruined it. His
Mhm.
policies can fix it. We won't. So
Yep.
when you vote this, you're taking into consideration the economy. Don't get caught up with inflation's 3% or unemployment's 3%. Let me tell you why it's not right. That number is incorrect.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
That's
dead
the
incorrect.
bogus thing that there ever
because
was.
it says 3% off a bad labor force. The labor force is so bad, so low. Okay, if everybody was working, lost their job, we'd be in a recession or close to one. Okay,
Mhm.
kind of like we are now. But when you get a job, you give your social security number to them. Okay, so they take out taxes and the best way to track you. And then when you quit your job, they use your social security number to give you benefits. Okay, when the benefits run out, you don't get the check. They think because you no longer get benefits, you've went back to work.
Yeah.
And that's not what's
No.
happening. You get guys that open up their own businesses and that are not paying taxes, or they make just enough to survive under the poverty line, whatever. But that is the real case. And the people that work now, the workforce is so bad. No matter what town I drive through and you drive through,
Yeah.
we see signs, help wanted.
Help wanted.
Help
They're
wanted.
screaming for help.
We've lost Burger King in this town.
Yes, we
We've
have.
lost Ma and Pa's Kettle. Not Ma and Pa's. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Papa Sweets.
Papa Sweets.
I love the barbecue place.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
They worked themselves. They just had nobody work. We lost Tub Creek. It was another barbecue
Place that went down.
That went down. We've lost. I could go on. Several. Washington Street restaurant went on down. There was some other ones that went down as well. And they didn't replace all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they can't. Because it's just, don't get caught up in the numbers because they're just not correct. The unemployment is way higher than they say it is. And if you trust government numbers, there's something wrong with you anyway. Okay. Don't trust them. So that's not right. The housing market.
Oh, it's bad. It's getting bad.
Let me back up a second. They say inflation is 3%. It shouldn't have been that high. First place, it was 9%. Don't forget about that. But is it really 3%? Because when you walk in and buy groceries, none of them prices have come down. When you buy lumber to rebuild your house, them prices hadn't come down.
Oh, no, they ain't coming down. They're going up.
I don't know where gas is for you, but gas right here in the state of Missouri at one spot that I go to was $3.27. Oh, excuse me, $3.37. Went down 10 cents. Or it went down.
Oh, come on.
Man, it's $5 too high now.
Yeah.
You know. So, remember, housing market, you hit it a while ago during the show.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen with the housing market.
The bottom's going to drop clean out of it. It will be a buyer's market. People won't even be able to give their homes away.
And that's sad.
It is.
Because one of the
It
techniques you can use when you sell your house, you can sit on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Till you get the price you want.
Can.
Till you get the price now.
Well, what happened about 20 some years ago when the housing market quit, and it happened to several builders here locally and a subdivision out here going east on 36 there on the south side. A lot of spec homes were being built, and then the bottom dropped out, and here's all these builders stuck with these spec homes. They can't sell them because nobody can buy, because there's no money to lend for them because the economy is so bad, or their down payments are extremely so high that people don't have the money for the down payment. And then all these spec homes, and you've probably seen it before, okay, the bank has fronted the money for that, and the builder's paying the interest on those spec homes until they get sold. Well, then they can't sell, and then the loan matures, and then the builder's got to start paying the full amount each month on those spec homes sitting empty that they can't move, and they lost their shorts.
Yeah.
And those homes set. I saw this happen back in 1984 when the big building boom was going on in Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas, all around Overland Park, Leawood, Roland Park, Olathe, Kansas, Kansas City, Liberty, all down in that area there. People were buying homes and they were building them like crazy. And then all of a sudden, the bottom dropped out, and here are people living in these expensive homes, and they can't even afford to buy curtains. They've got sheets hanging over their windows, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to make their monthly mortgage payment. And a lot of people lost their shirts in that one. They bounced back, but it took a long time for a turnaround.
Right.
I mean, it
did.
We're fixing to.
It's fixing to be the same way again.
Okay. Except this time, I think it's going to be worse than it was the last two times this has happened.
Population's bigger and things like that. And there's going to be more demand. Yeah.
Look, it's going to be bad.
And if you don't believe me, and I know Dean, you do, and I know a lot of our fans do. But here's the thing: those new watchers right now, go look at it. They used to have 50-pound bag of dog food.
Yeah.
Okay. Walmart. A lot of places, the Amish place right now, I buy it there because they got actual 50 pounds. But so they took away 4 pounds. It's now 46 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. They took away 4 pounds, but they raised it $4. They took away 4 pounds and raised it $4. And it ain't just dog food, guys. It's chips. Chips used to be 3/4 bag anyway. Now they're like a half a bag.
Half a bag.
A lot of air.
You're buying air.
You're buying air. Okay?
Yeah.
Half packaging.
It's
shoelaces. Are we that bad? We got to cut back on how we make shoelaces. The shoelaces now are not wove. Go look at how they make them, and there's like a standard weaving they put in there to make them tight and strong.
Yeah.
Shoelaces.
No,
come on. So when you go to vote, or when you're sitting at home and you're thinking about it, think about all these things. Think about all these things. People go, our veterans, our brothers and sisters, got left over there when the extraction came and got killed. 13 soldiers, Marines, it's 13 Marines, excuse me, it was killed because things were not done properly. And I know all veterans out there, regardless of branch of service, regardless of your political affiliation, we don't leave anybody behind.
That's right. And we knew that was wrong way they did
and the way they did it, and when they had a drone and shot our 13 boys up over there, there was no reason for that, guys. Look now. We ain't had a conflict in a while. Now we got 3 going on. And we got people protesting death to America on our soil in Dearborn, Michigan, on our soil, because our president is wishy-washy. 1 minute he's for Israel, 1 minute he's against Israel, and he's with Hamas or whatever they're called, right? War's still going on. War is still hitting over there in Russia. We still piping all this money. We got people starving to death over here. We got money to take care of other people's stuff, but we can't take our own people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we got that going on, and then there's there's conflict with Arabs over there again. It's not by accident, guys.
Yeah.
Some of this. I'm not a conspiracy theorist all the way. A little bit I am, but listen, it's happening for a reason. So when you go vote, think about that. Vehicles. All right, they pushed this electric vehicle on you, and now they figured those are not as good as they were. They drove up the price. Ford fan or not, I don't care if you're a Ford fan or not, but the Ford F-150, a brand new one right now that I looked at last year was $55,000. You could buy a damn house for that. Yeah. 5 years, sink a bunch of money into it, turn around and flip it. Car, you don't flip the same way you bought it. I don't care if you put mag tires on it and chrome the damn thing. Once it drives off a lot, it depreciates by 30%. And my dad, someday when he comes back, I'll have him on here again. He'll tell you because he used to sell cars.
Yeah.
It's 30% right off the lot.
Worst investment you can make is an automobile.
And our Amish brothers and sisters are laughing their ass off at us. Yeah. So
we get 10 miles to a bag of oats.
So trucks, really?
Yeah.
If they get a payment on these things, some car companies are $400, $500, $600 on my payment.
Yeah.
Screw that. I can afford to take a used vehicle, it breaks down. I can afford to put some money into it and still save money and get it fixed and make it last longer.
That's the way I do it.
So I personally have never ever in my life bought a brand new car. My first wife, went over when I was in Bosnia. She went on there and used my power of attorney and bought a brand new 93 Ford Ranger. Colossal piece of crap. The transmission thing.
Ford Rangers. They didn't last.
No, she couldn't drive a stick shift, so she got an automatic. I told her, I said, next time get a stick shift.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you don't tear them up. But anyway, I put 4 transmissions in that thing. 3. It came out 1, and then 3 more put in it. Okay. That thing got sold. Okay. But other than that, I personally have never bought a brand new car off a lot, and I don't foresee myself doing that. There's just no way. I can't afford it.
Yeah.
No matter, I don't care how much money. If I was going to pay for a new vehicle, I would go out to Nevada, out to Las Vegas, and I talked to Counts Customs. Man, they used to have a beautiful show about cars and stuff like that. I'd go out there and I'd commission them to build me a 1969 Pontiac GTO. I lay it out for them how I want it and everything.
Get you a good muscle car.
You give me a good muscle car. I'm part of the old school, brother.
I know that. Give me the muscle car.
Muscle car and a truck, and I'm set.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if I was going to spend that kind of money, that's what I'd do.
Yeah.
I'd go get one of those. So when you
give me a Barracuda.
One sailor, Doc from Ohio. Let me see. Domino's only puts flavoring on one side of the chip too. Look next time. Yeah, you're right. And that cheese they put in pizza is not real cheese.
Yeah, it's artificial.
It's artificial cheese. Well, nobody. They can't make me fat and give me diabetes. I don't want that garbage. A sticker on mine was $57,000. I gave them my Jeep and $23K out the door.
Wow.
57. How long, Dean? How long ago was this, brother? Let us know because I'm just curious. $57,000 a trade in and $23K. So I'm in the 23K. I'm in the 23K at used. Okay, and I'm pissing on negotiating off that. Okay. Okay. You said 2015. Man, that was 57,000. 2015. Whoa. Whoa, man. So that being said, think about, guys. Think about. We got our children. Well, anybody. You got all our citizens dying of fentanyl exposure.
Oh, that's
at
terrible.
A rapid rate. We got immigrants coming over here, shooting girls, raping girls, beating up the police. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like police or not, there's no reason to no. And we got people getting out on no cash, just getting out on bond, no cash bond, getting out. Okay. Dangerous criminals getting out. But yeah, today, and I'm gonna lay this out for you. I'm not being rude when I say this, but today I watched the news. The kid that shot 4 kids and injured 7 back in 2021, 22. Okay, at the high school.
Okay.
They charged his parents also, gave him 10 to 15 years in penitentiary. At first, I had a problem with it. But as I listened to them, they deserved everything they got. They're telling him to hide, and they were hiding him and taking the gun and hiding the gun around there and trying to make him tough. He kept begging for, this is what they said. He's begging for help. Please help me out. I can't think right. His mom be like, tough up. Quit being a pansy. stuff like that. So I seen them when they got sentenced today. So those people get sentenced, but you got criminals who are cutting women's babies out of their bellies, stealing their minivans and stuff like that in other states, and they get nothing.
Yeah.
These guys are murderers. These guys are murderers by proxy, involuntary manslaughter because they didn't directly do it.
Right.
But we're hammering in with 10, 15-year sentence.
That's crazy.
You know, that's a part of the accountability that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
It took us a long time to get to it, but I'm brain dead. But that's accountability as well. Think about that, man. Should they punish the parents? It's one of these situations where if the parents were involved in it, hiding him and doing all this stuff, giving him the gun, okay.
Yeah.
But what if he come home and stole the damn gun? The parents cooperating, trying to talk the kid out of doing things like that. He does it anyway. Is it the parents' fault then?
Exactly.
If you call, if you say, look, my son's a little soft, I'm trying to get some help.
It's extenuating circumstances about every. That's why they got to look at every individual case itself and weigh out what has happened and how it came about, and try and get, could this have been prevented or could it not have? But yeah, I think in some cases, the parents have a responsibility if they know that their child is having some issues, that they need to take the appropriate steps to secure things and get them the help they need, other than what's the word I want to use? Brain dead. Had a brain fart. It just went over my head. Enable.
Right.
Enable the kid. Yeah. Wow, that hurt.
And listen, you are right.
Don't want to be an enabler.
Don't want to be an enabler. But at the same time, the maturity of the kid comes in. Okay. All right. Let's say, okay, let's go down this route with it. Okay. So they got what they deserved. I mean, they do all that was with him and help him hide the gun, all that screw.
Yeah.
But what if you got a child who's on a computer bullying another child? Okay. You're not directly involved in it. But what if they come to you and say, well, since you paid the internet bill, it's your fault too? Because, and think about it. Don't say that couldn't happen, because it could.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be like charging the bartender with vehicular homicide because he let a drunk walk out of his tavern and get in the car and kill somebody.
And you know how many,
you know
how many times that's happened?
Yeah.
And they want to do that.
Yeah.
They want to hold bar. Now, to me, we can talk about that a little bit. How much responsibility does a bar have? You're dealing with grown ass men and women. Nobody told them they had to drink anything. Okay. The bar has a right to sell.
Yeah.
They sell entertainment for pool, and they have bands in there and comedians in there. They sell alcohol, which they have legal license to own, because a bar can't open without a legal license. They got to have it before they can even,
they got to have it
before they can lay out a construction plan. They got to have that.
Got to have all that stuff in.
And they're vetted. They're vetted. Sometimes the cop comes out, gets out, walks through the bars. All the bars don't like it because it kills their business. They drive around. I mean, they're making a lot of money off that bar. With DWI,
they really are.
Stuff, okay,
they are.
So, what if you come in there and you're drinking and you kill somebody? Now they want to hold them accountable.
Okay.
Is it really the bartender's fault? See, here's the thing: being a comedian, I by the law cannot sell beer at one of my shows.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have a liquor license.
I don't have a liquor license, but I'm an entertainer. I'm not. There's a whole bunch of reasons why.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. But if I commissioned, let's say I wanted Levi Garrison and Sons, come out and cater. They have a license. If they serve beer, somebody gets in a wreck going home, they come back and sue me and Levi Garrison.
Right.
I could probably fight it and get it knocked down, but I got to cost all that money. And
oh, you're going to be out a chunk of change.
I didn't tell him to drink and all that stuff, so it probably won't help me. But that guy's got a legal license to sell alcohol, but because somebody got in a wreck, they sue him. Now, there should be laws that protect.
Yeah, should be.
You're hold harmless. Well, when they started prosecuting people for selling guns or gun stores for selling guns, they kind of blew this thing up. And it opened a can of worms now. If I sell you a gun, and you're stupid enough to go shoot up a crowd of people, I want to say, why? If I vet you and you come back from the FBI, the FBI has dropped the ball many times. Don't think they haven't. Okay. I come back and it says, commander here has no priors. He's nothing. He's a good guy. Goes to church, whatever. So one day you just snap, go kill somebody. How is that the gun owner's fault?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
it's okay. If anybody's listening, correct me if I'm wrong. If you've heard about this, I was watching the news there. I think it's in St. Louis. The mayor is wanting to hold convenience store gas stations responsible for being robbed. So if I come in and rob your convenience store, they're going to charge you with a crime because you could have prevented it. How are you going to prevent being robbed?
Shoot him.
Yeah.
Then you get in trouble for that.
In high crime areas, they're wanting to hold the gas stations, the convenience stores responsible for being robbed. So they can come in and rob them, and the owner of the convenience store is going to get in trouble. Now, if that ain't jacked up, I don't know what is.
I don't get that. That's the problem with every state having a different law. Like Missouri might not have it, but Kansas might, or Kansas might. That we have to deal with that, because do we really want the federal government making laws that blankets everybody? Yeah. People are starting to say yes.
Yeah,
people are starting to say, because that's the only way it's going to fix everything. Because you got the blue states, like California, for example, putting on it's against all California have a different nozzle. What gives a fuck about California having a different nozzle? Okay, but they're trying to make policy for everybody. Okay, red states are like, no, you're blue state, we don't care about you. So now they're fighting amongst each other. Yep. So they make like Missouri. What was that law Missouri made 2 years back? I think it was, where they passed a gun law where no matter what the government made, Missouri didn't have to abide by it. Okay,
right.
And the federal government said, we got our own, and then so it's back and forth, and it's halted, and it ain't going to go nowhere.
Ain't going to go nowhere at all. They
both are right.
They told the federal government, the Missouri Sheriff's Association told them, says, I'm sorry, we took an oath to uphold the Constitution. The Second Amendment is part of the Constitution, and so you're not going to come into our state, and you're not going to do anything.
Right. I talked to a local sheriff, and he said, "What? I ain't enforcing that."
No.
He said, "I have no idea." He said, "Just because I have you down as owning a couple of guns, that don't mean you didn't buy them off somebody else." He goes, "I don't know what you got." He said, "And all the neighbors, all you guys all hanging together." He goes, I ain't getting nothing.
No way.
He said, "You ain't gonna get a sheriff." He said, "You get one of these deputies who, I'm gonna enforce law." No, he ain't. No, he ain't. He could talk.
You can talk, but that's all you're gonna do is talk.
I mean, for the love of God, dude, So
I don't know. There's stuff going on that I never thought that I would ever live long enough to see taking place, to be honest with you.
Right.
Really. It's just bizarre.
Well, and it's only going to get, worse, and it's not going to get any better. It's just not. How can it change?
Right.
This day and age where everybody wants to cancel everybody because somebody's mad, about something you said.
Everybody gets so butthurt so easy anymore. Oh, get over yourself.
Well, what about the other side of that coin?
Yeah.
What if you take away my right to say it? That's not fair to me.
Yeah.
And we get it a lot as comedians. We hear about, you can't say that. I'll say a damn thing I want.
You're paying to come here.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I mean,
knock yourself out.
You can get mad all you want to, brother, but I mean,
nobody's gonna make you sit here and listen to it. You can get up and leave. You don't have to. You know?
That's right. That's exactly correct.
Ain't nobody holding you at gunpoint to sit here and listen to this. If you don't like what's being done or said, you can get up and leave.
And see, you're right about that. For example, I put on an adult show. Okay, I always put in all my flyers adult comedy. I have to, because if I don't, somebody come to the wrong show. So I have to put on there adult show. Some couple of different shows I've had this happen. I go in there and ladies waiting around to the end. Okay, listen to all the show, all the comedians. She says, I was offended. I said, okay, ma'am, why were you offended? Tell me, I'll try to make it better. Well, I didn't appreciate the cussing and the innuendo. Okay. I walked over, grabbed a flyer. I said, ma'am, did you drive here? Yes. So that means you could read. You read a driver's book. You passed the test. Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Years ago. Okay. Does this look like a flyer I had a while ago? Yeah, where are we going with this? Here's where we're going. Adult show.
Adult.
It's right on the flyer. Adult show.
Yeah.
There's innuendo. There's cussing. An adult show.
Yeah. you're going to hear it.
What do you think the ministers don't come to the show? The adult show. They come to the clean comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not sensitive, but they know what they're going to hear.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still offended. You know what, ma'am? I'm sorry you're offended. I said, what joke offended you? Sit down. I have a joke called cell phone. Okay. And part of the first part of the joke, it talks about my nephew who came home from school and talk about a boar and sows, difference between them. I said, well, did you know a boar had a corkscrew penis? He said, no. And then, the rest of the joke was on. She was offended because of the word penis.
Penis.
I said, ma'am, 50% of the population have one.
That's a medical term.
It is. I said, it's a medical term. I said, you know something else? That term's in the Bible. She says, oh, tell me circumcision. Hey, you don't circumcise your thumb.
Yeah.
She goes, well, I don't matter. I said, well, wait a minute. If it's good enough for Jesus,
it's good enough for here.
I said, did you laugh about the one comedian was telling religious jokes? Well, yeah, they were funny. I said, no, I mean, they were putting down religion, but you laughed. You putting down God. You laugh. I said, they've made fun of the president. You still laugh. Yeah. And you're worried about the penis.
You're worried about a hog's penis. Okay.
I said, did you know it's corkscrew? I don't care. I'm just trying to educate you. Yeah. So I've had it so many times, or I had a gay guy, a couple of them come to one of my shows. Gay people, I'm going to tell you right now, I got nothing against you. Don't come to one of my adult shows. I got a joke titled, I couldn't be gay. Okay, just don't come if that's on the ticket from that, because you probably get your feelings. However, a couple ladies who were lesbian helped me write that joke or gave me the idea for it in a couple lines. Yeah. So, or why do you try to make it better? I said, go be offended somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah. I was doing a little research, Dean. I want to know why she was offended. And after she told me, I could care less. The big thing now they're on me though is Redneck Pimp. That nickname was given to me by Redneck A-Hole, my brother, for the Redneck Pimp Club. Yeah. Yeah. The pimp part is offending a lot of people.
That's your stage name.
Yeah. Person in management position is what that means. Okay. And this lady's like, well, don't you think that's offensive? Why? Well, what about women that are raped? I said, well, ma'am, I don't want to take too much of a personal life, but I was raped as a little boy.
Uh-huh.
She goes, well, that don't matter. No, but it does. No. But you're going to bring it up. It does. I said, it's comedy. It's freaking jokes, man. That ain't my real Christian name. Come on. So my friends come and, say, you're a bad man. So the bad man of comedy is how that came about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make transition over, but one lady got offended. She thought pimp was funny. She's offended by redneck.
Yeah.
I said, does redneck offend you? Yeah, I don't like rednecks. No, I don't care if you like them. I don't care for that. Redneck offend you? Yeah. Okay. That one there, you can't win.
Yeah.
You just go
you
on.
Just can't. You just move on. Yeah. Consider the source and move on.
Well, I was at a convenience store in Kansas City one time. Me and my dad was up in Kansas City store. I walk and look for some tea. The guy said, tea? I said, you don't have brewed tea here in the machine? They said, no, we got flavored tea. Flavor? I don't want that fruity tea. You got your regular tea, sweet and unsweet? Tea. Regular
tea. Yeah.
Like, no, people don't drink that. The hell you say? Where I come from, they got to fill it up 2 or 3 different times during the day. Come on, man.
Yeah, geez. Nobody drinks that.
You come down around here, and that's all you can. The ladies are rushing to put another bag in and get it started like a making coffee because they was ordering back here baking pizzas and stuff. Society's weird, man. It's just weird. So remember all that when it comes election time, ladies and gentlemen, when it's time to vote. Remember all that because These are things you need to think about.
Yeah, if you don't want to be paying $8 for a gallon of milk, or
That's another thing.
yeah, or cheese and all of that, any dairy products, all that,
You remember when I was a
you
kid,
paying double.
when I was a kid, and you remember this too, my mother used to go to the grocery store, $25. We had more bags than we could carry.
Yeah,
And that's not food stamps. This is regular cash. money.
regular cash.
Okay.
Yeah,
And my parents thought, man, this is high dollar, $25. $25 now ain't getting you. You're starving to death.
yeah. You're done. You're done. You ain't doing nothing. I was talking to BJ the other night,
Right.
and we were talking about the cost of groceries and stuff. And I said, okay, we've been married 30 years, be 31 this October, and we dated for a year, so actually 32 years we've been together. And I said, when we first got married, we had 2 kids living at home,
Right.
and you and I, there's 4 of us. Okay, I said we used to take to the grocery store.
60? Okay.
$65. Okay, now this was right after we got married, and we'd go to Aldi's. $65, we could buy groceries for the month. For the month
Uh-huh.
at Aldi's
Uh-huh.
for $65. Now there was things in between that we would have to do, like you're gonna need toilet paper, you're gonna need butter, milk,
sour cream,
sour cream, things like that. That
Right.
in between is going to go on. But the staples all the way through
Mm-hmm.
with the meals planned out, $65. We didn't have to worry about going back to Aldi's for 4 weeks.
Right. Well,
There's
there's Jamesport, Missouri, the town where I'm from. And you've been there.
yeah. We shop.
They got
and go
what they
there all
call
the
an
time.
Amish discount store.
Oh yeah, I love that place.
Love the place. And my wife do too. It ain't nothing to spend $205 just in a grocery side. Not to
Yeah.
mention the side that I go into, try to get the, sockets, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. And not to mention that. So that 205, and I know people, and that's just her and I. Now we do buy some extra things for the grandkids.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But by the time when we first started our July 4th party, and we have a big blowout July 4th party every year. Okay. My wife and I spend a lot of money on 4th of July and Christmas
Okay.
every year. That's what we do for our family. I used to be able to buy fireworks, all the food that goes on the grill, and drink. If you want to eat alcohol, you brought your own. Okay. Just ready to drink. $275.
Oh yeah.
Here lately, it's been costing me $450, $550. Now, I do spend a little bit on fireworks because I like the aerial boom.
Oh yeah.
And we switched to a place that gives you buy one, get one free.
Okay.
You buy one of them, you buy one, you get 2.
Right.
Okay. Buy one, get one free. And it still costs me a lot of money. And it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's totally, it drives me crazy. I mean, I went to the store the other day, $53, carried out in 2 little plastic bags.
Yeah. One hand.
Yeah.
Look at your phone with the other.
Yeah. You got to be kidding me. Yeah. Holy buckets.
My wife was talking about one time. She goes, "How many bags of groceries can you carry?" I said, "Well, I used to be able to carry 3 on each finger. I can get a lot."
Yeah.
I said, "Someday I'll do it and show you." She goes, "You got the money for that?
You
know how much money that's going to cost us? If we carry 25 bags of groceries, you know what that's going to cost?"
Oh.
I guess you should take my word for it.
Oh.
I mean, she ain't got the money to prove me wrong, so she's going to take my word for it. But it's that bad, guys.
Yeah.
And food costs. What's driving up food costs? One, fuel surcharge.
Fuel surcharge.
Diesel fuel is just, you walk by a diesel pump, grab a hold of your booty.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, because you're going to have anal seepage. All right, when you see the price. Okay. The farmers, they got expenses. Let's not forget they got belts, tires,
fuel, feed,
oil,
you got everything.
Feed big. Meat is so bad. Wife and I we don't buy much meat anymore.
Yeah.
We buy $50 worth maybe, but that's it. We take our money and we go out to the butchers, okay?
Yeah.
And we buy a processed hog or beef.
Yeah.
And that lasts us about 6 months. Well, about a year if you could count in all the pork and stuff like that too. And we buy chickens.
Yeah.
Whole chicken stuff. Because the meat, I mean, I was in Walmart in Cameron, Missouri back in 2012. No, earlier than that, 2010. We still had kids at home. Okay. I walked up there and my wife and I looked at a 1 pound tub of hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
They said $11.20. I almost fell down.
Yeah.
I literally had to grab a hold of the side. I was so mad. I said, leave it to F there. We'll go somewhere else. Said, what are we going to do? I said, there's got to be a way.
Yeah.
Now, when you go buy a butcher, you got more upfront costs.
Right.
But, I mean, it averages out to $2.50 a pound or even $3 a pound. Hey, I'll take $3 a pound.
Yeah.
Come on.
I never thought I would pay as much for chicken as what I'm paying now. It's unreal. I mean, oh, Lord have mercy. I feel for everybody. Young families starting out now with kids. They've no wonder both parents have got to work. I mean, you got to have one to work and pay the bills. You got to have one to work to buy the groceries. That's sad.
Gone are the days.
Yeah, they're gone.
Or one person, unless they got a hell of a salary.
Yeah.
I mean, a hell of a salary. There's no way a person who makes $65,000 a year can hold a family on. I'd be willing to see how he does it. Man, if he can do it, I'd like for him to tell me how it's done.
Yeah.
Or she, don't forget the women. Now, you get one of the jobs to get $150,000 a year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the average person don't make that much money. And it's no wonder our food banks and Second Harvest and all that they're even having trouble meeting the demands now. The Second Harvest truck was in town a couple of days ago, and it was unloading over here at the food pantry. And I just, boy, they're doing a fantastic job, but it's got to be hard, Yeah. I'm gonna send Jada a message. He came on a while ago, but he had bad signal. And so
bad spot.
Well, speaking of things that sent me, you sent a funny little deal.
Yes, I did.
And if I could play it, I will show everybody. Right here. Okay.
Yeah, I want to know, would you or would you not?
Yeah, this is would you or would you not?
Now check it out.
Okay, go back here. Go here. Yeah. Guys, check this out. Is this slick? Is this something you do, or is this a hard pass?
Oh, no. I have got a boat. I have got to try it. I have got to try this. You talk about redneck.
Man, that's getting your fishing on right there.
Yeah. You're fishing and cooking at the same time.
See, he's planning on being out there all day.
All day. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He's an all dayer. He's got his boat. He's on the river. He's just doing his thing.
Yeah. He's planning on being out there all day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Got to try that.
He's having internet issues. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Mariah. By the way, welcome. Thank you for commenting. Mariah is Justin's better half.
Okay.
Okay. And she's very smart. We appreciate her coming on. Thank you very much. We'll give him a little bit here. Let me see if he put anything else on here, Mr. Guy, because you sent me a couple of different things. Let's get out of here. Right here. Let's see what this is.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hang on, guys. Let me get this book up.
This was great.
These are from. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. That's a little bit over, a little bit exaggerated there.
love those. I got to send them to him.
Poor Army guy was a little bit over exaggerated. A little bit.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys are still in shape. A lot of guys are still in shape. Army guys. We have friends, but that's funny. I was like, whoop! I'm gonna try to play that today, and good thing we did because woohoo!
Yeah,
that's funny. That's funny.
Lord have mercy.
Yes. That would be like this one. No. All right.
Yes.
Say
what?
That little kid's cool.
I know. I like him.
That little kid's cool. Well. Bye.
Bye.
Oh man. Yeah, we built quite an idiot family list, and we're going to go over that again here coming up. A couple more shows.
Oh yes,
because we've been building up again. But I'll take this opportunity to tell you all, thank you all for tuning in over the years. We really appreciate it. But those of you that missed it, I want to make an announcement again. The last Tuesday in November is it for the whole network.
Yep.
We are moving on to greener pastures.
Kaput.
I might come back. I'm going to take some time off. I might come back. I'm thinking maybe either doing a sports thing or a comedy channel, which comedians consider comedy to me, and I play it for them, and then I might do some comedy as well on there. Don't know yet, but we're going to take some time off. We're going to do it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things that happened. People thought they were your friends and not your friends. Who's going to join and they didn't join, and this is a whole damn mess. So we got that going on. It just costed me too much money to really the donors. Now I thank the donors, like Core Concrete Ready Mix and those guys like that who come out of the gate this year and put on for us and stuff like that. But reality of it is the internet costs have gone. They're going to go up. I can't get the same internet here, and I still am under contract here. That's one of the reasons why I'm back here in this office, because the contract is going to expire. It's not going to expire, until February. So I'm going to pay on this until February. And then I'm probably going to try to get a good setup. My wife's going to go look at computers, and I might as well. I'll probably take somebody with me that knows what they're doing.
That's what I have to. Hello, daughter. Come with me.
Yeah. Which one of my grandkids you got? Come on.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna get set up at the house. And if I come back on and Alan still wants to be involved in it, he's more than welcome to come back on and do something. It'd just be over, like we do when we bring guests on. So that's going to be happening. Don't want to, I'm sorry that, about everything, but listen, I had a good 8-year run at it. I thank everybody, like Tracy, we had Tracy on last week, Tracy Hopkins. She's going to be on again before we go off the air. She's a beautiful person in what she does, man. Helps the suicide. We try to stop the suicide from happening, but after it happens, unfortunately, she comes in and tries to clean up the mess
and helps the survivors of it. The family and all that.
We'll have her on.
That's awesome. She's awesome. Love her.
I might have Warrior Catfish come on one more time before the year's up. I'm going to try to get Vincent Morales from the Veterans Community Project. They've got a lot of things to talk about.
Yes.
St. Louis now is bombing down there. I mean, it's booming. Things going on with the little houses for the veterans and stuff. And so I'm having to come on and talk about that. There's a rumor there's some stuff going to happen in Ohio, but that's just a rumor. I haven't heard anything officially about that. Dean, you may have heard about the Veterans Community Project coming up in Ohio and doing some things up there. So, that being said, I played in the March Madness. I love playing the brackets. I love filling out the brackets. I took second place, but I got slobber knockered. The guy that won it, he just whooped me hard. There's 4 of us in it. So I took second. I guess that's proud, but got whooped.
Yeah,
whooped. University. Hey, listen, the Huskies. Huskies are a tough ass team. I haven't heard anything yet. Okay, thank you, Dean. Appreciate that. So that'd be going on. If there's any shows you want us to talk about, anything you want to talk about in the show, contact me. I would love to do that for you. Just things going on like that, guys. I got comedy picking up. I'm going to be back in Jamesport, Missouri. Me and Richard and Jeff and Typhoon Panda. Typhoon, man, him every time Richard Montano and Typhoon and myself have a show. They call us the A-Team. It's just beautiful. Any of us can open, any of us can close. That's how we bounce off each other, and it's a different styles of comedian. I do a lot of impressions sometimes, and them guys do one once in a while. Beautiful work. Jeff Onyx, he's doing it in the clean. Jeff's, you all know Jeff. He's a National Commander Comedy Vets. He's making some weird stuff over here, just to our right over there. He's got a little laser deal.
I kind of noticed there was some stuff over there, and I thought,
yeah,
he's up to something.
Yeah, it's a laser deal. So,
okay.
And I'm gonna try to have him on. Jeff Onyx invented a bunch of games. He invented some games, so board games, and I don't know of any computer games, but I think they're all board games. But he got people wanting them. So he must have did something right. He's gonna come on here eventually and talk about it. Well, that being said, guys, we got about 4 minutes left in the show.
Wow, that quick already. I got a sweet 16 birthday party to go to as soon as the show's over with.
Nice.
One of my cadets is having a party over to church, turn
Nice.
16. I thought, I got to make an appearance.
My granddaughter had her tonsils out, so she's staying with us so she can rest.
Oh,
Get with her brother and sister.
ice cream.
Yeah,
ice cream for the tonsils. Yes.
Lady, she's had a lot of that. That being said, Commander, you want to try to lead us off?
Yeah, I would. Well, you made it another day, so hold your head high. Be proud of yourself. Don't let things get you down. Hang in there. Reach out to somebody. Somebody out there will listen.
Mm-hmm.
If not, we'll listen. You're not worthless. You're very valuable. So you've made it through this day. You can make it another one. So just hang in there.
Very well said. That's very well said. I'm going to say something here. I know I kind of like to put people's conflicts behind me when I'm trying to do business and talk about their health. And so I'm going to do that. Justice Snodgrass' mom, Denise Maddox, you guys know her show mom on here. She had a stroke Friday morning, I think it was.
Oh, it's too bad.
At 8 o'clock in the morning. She laid on her floor until about 5 o'clock where someone found her. They got her. They took her to the Cameron Hospital, which
oh boy.
Yeah, they transferred her to Liberty, but they didn't know she had a heart attack or not. Well, she also had a heart attack. One of the valve at the top of her heart is leaking. Okay, so they're going to have to fix that up. And I know right now her speech is slurred. She can't hardly talk, and I know she can't hardly walk. Now, I know the lady. She'll try. If she can walk, she'll try to walk and talk and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
But she's got a long road ahead of her. So the guys, if you know who she is, some of you do, Justin, hit him up, give Justin some love and stuff, and ask him about his mom. Again, can you imagine laying in your floor for 8 hours, man? No help. The postman doesn't come to the back door. He goes to the mailbox. It's quite a time.
Yeah.
And they don't know what caused it. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Oh, they'll get to the root of the problem.
But I'm glad he got her out of Cameron.
Yeah. Oh boy, yeah.
You guys someday we'll tell you why we're not too big of fans about Cameron, Missouri's hospital. That being said, guys, you're not worthless. You have value. There is people who love you. It might not seem that way. And your darkest times when you're missing family and friends. I've had a lot of deaths these last 5 years in my family. I've lost a tremendous amount of people. You get to yearn for them. Think of the happy times.
Yes.
Think of the nice things that you remember. Dwell on the good moments. Don't dwell on the fact that they're gone and not coming back, because sadly, we're all leaving. We're all going to die. None of us are coming back here. There is a better place for us. I'm not going to get religious on you. There's a better place for us. So thank you, your friends and loved ones. I reflect back how my Uncle Diener was he was the funniest comedian alive, except he had stage fright. So he passed on. He passed on to me, but the eyes and the hands and stuff like that, how to hold an audience. And so I appreciate him for that. My mom passed away. My mother-in-law passed away in 2016. My two aunts, that had a hand in raising me. Okay, good women, passed on, and some cousin stuff. So those things happen. Unfortunately, they do, and you can't stop them. What I want to stop is you.
That's right.
Don't be 22.
That's right. Do not.
Actually, you know where it's going. Don't be the 45 if you guys are coming out of the military. Come on out. Come on out. We'll welcome you.
Yeah.
Come on out. So don't do that. If you're having problems mentally and your family can't help you, 988. That's just not veterans. That's everybody. 988.
That's it.
They will talk to you, on here. There's many ways. There's many Facebook. There's many YouTube. There's many ways to contact someone who'll make you laugh. Laughter combats sadness. I got a term or motto. If you're laughing, you ain't crying.
That's right.
Okay. So that being said, I'm Richie King, bad man of comedy, commander. He's a man of the hour. He's a good dude. He's an American Legion post guy, and it's getting ready. Time's getting ready to get busy for him and I.
Yeah. Going to get busy. Memorial Day, 4th of July. The flags are fixing to get ready to go out on Mother's Day. So,
that's right. So
we're going to be busy.
So that being said, guys, go join one of your VFWs and one of your American Legion posts. Go join these things. These guys need help.
Come on over and join us here at Cameron. Love to sign you up.
It's not like your grandfather used to go to them. These are totally different now. A lot of them have a lot of them like the Elks Club. They have a bar in there. Some of them don't.
We don't have one.
We don't. But you can rent it out, or you can
you can rent it out, use it.
Use it for your festivals and whatever you got. That being said, guys, you take care of yourselves. All right, get your pet spayed and neutered.
Yes.
We'll see you Tuesday. Dona Dog Ahoy. We're out.
Yep. Going.